Hey guys, it's Harleywood. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I've been using the Maxpedition Zafar for my get home bag. Go check out the video for that. I'll post a link to it right here. This is a great bag, don't get me wrong. It's 1,000 denier Cordura, that ballistic nylon, very nicely padded straps, great padding in the back. However, it is a little expensive. So it got me to thinking about those of you who might be a little more budget minded than spending, $150, almost $200 on a get home bag. And I recently saw this bag. This is called the Paratus from 3V. That stands for Vini Vidi Vici. Paratus means prepared. This bag is made pretty much for a 3-day operator pack, is what they call it. It's the Paratus 3V operator pack. This is $65 to $70, depending on where you get it. That's less than half the price of the Zafar. And one of the problems I didn't like with the Zafar was the capacity. This is a 1,700 cubic inch bag. This is a 3,000 cubic inch bag. So I feel like as long as you don't overdo it and stuff too much crazy stuff in here, this might be a better option. This is only 500 Cordura. It's a lot lighter, but again, the bag itself is now lighter. And the quality is, it's not Maxpedition, you kind of get what you pay for. However, let me say this. When I first got this Maxpedition bag, can you see that there? There was a hole right here in the stitching. And I contacted them about it, and they wanted me to send it back, and it was going to be 8 weeks to get it fixed. And I said, forget it. I sewed it up myself. So, $170 bag had a hole in it where it wasn't sewn properly. This one, it just feels a little looser. It's not the 1,000 denier Cordura, so it's going to feel a little looser. You can see in some places where the threads, I don't think it's going to come undone because you can see they're very nicely stitched there, but it's just not as clean as a Maxpedition bag. The padding on the back is actually pretty nice. Nice ventilation so that you can breathe back there. The shoulder pads, the Maxpedition might be, just a tad thicker. It's very close if it is. And this does have a sternum strap on it that's adjustable. It has, the nicely contoured shoulder pads. It's very, very similar. The waistband here, it does have a waist strap. The thing I liked about the Maxpedition bag was these had zippered pockets on them. This one does not. These are kind of thin. If you look at the Maxpedition, here's the zippered pocket ones, and I've got stuff in those. But I found that I ran out of room with the Maxpedition, so I think I'm going to switch and give this a try. Here's another nice thing. When I did my overnight video in the summer, if you haven't seen that, go watch that video. I'll post a link to it right here. It's called a summer fail because I did not end up making it. One of the things that happened in that video was I lost my life straw, because when I left camp, I had camp set up. I left the big Maxpedition bag back there. The only thing I took with me was the camera, my rifle, and a water bottle and my life straw. But I lost the life straw on my way back to camp. This Vini Vidi Vici bag not only comes with what you see here with the detachable pieces on the side, but it also comes with this piece that attaches to the MOLLE webbing here. And this is almost like a scout pack, where you can take this off, put it around your waist. It has a nice waist strap. It's actually very nice buckles. And you can take this with you. So I could have taken my life straw, put it in here instead of in my cargo pocket, and I wouldn't have lost it. The packs on the side here, I would kind of compare those to like the Maxpedition Fat Boys. They're fairly similar. You open them up, there's a sleeve or like a little divider back here, and then it's fairly deep. You can see how much of my hand goes in there. Let's look at the inside of the bag itself. You open this up, it opens up very nicely. It's got a slot in the back here. One of the nice things about the Zafar was that it had a plastic insert that helped keep the bag rigid. I could probably take that out of there, put it in here, but you could also put the water bladder back here. And here is the hole for the water bladder tube. This is a very deep bag, pops out huge, a lot of room in the bottom of that bag. Lots of nice tie-offs at the bottom, so if you wanted to tie a backpack, or excuse me, a sleeping bag or something underneath. But other than that, it's fairly plain Jane inside. It doesn't have any compartments or anything. The Maxpedition bag has this webbing right here in the front. It has a pocket in the front. This is part of another pouch right here, but it has this web mesh here. But other than that, they're the same inside. So, moving to the inside pocket, or the front pocket. Again, very similar. It has a mesh pouch. It is fairly deep. It comes down about 2/3 of the way, because when this is filled up, the Scout Pack rides right underneath it. I think that's a great idea. In fact, if I don't end up liking this bag, I'm going to take this and put it on the Zafar, and that's going to be my new loadout. But this one doesn't have all of the mesh pockets that the inside of the Zafar has. Okay, you can see several different compartments, zippers. Again, you're going to get what you pay for. So, fairly simple. You know, it's a $70 bag, you know, and you're going to get what you pay for. It has compression straps that go over the top. So you could strap a, you know, sleeping bag on top if you wanted to, if you had something, a bedroll on the bottom. It has compression straps that come around the sides, just like the Zafar. The Zafar did not have the ones on top. It only has them on the side. And about the only thing I can think this is lacking, which I could solve because of the molly webbing that runs all the way down the side, the only thing this is lacking is a dedicated water bottle holder. Now again, could I go and buy a Maxpedition water bottle holder? Sure, of course I could. It has a little bit of molly webbing on the front here. It comes with this patch, and it also comes with one of their 3V logo patches. These are just those PVC patches. It's a decent bag, 3,000 cubic inches. So for those of you who are a little budget minded and you might want to try something that's not going to break the bank, maybe look into this. Let's go ahead and put it on and you can see what it looks like. It actually feels very comfortable. They're nicely molded around the shoulders. The sternum strap does have elastic so that it's forgiving. I think I might actually like this bag. And again, I think this was what sold it for me, was having a dedicated, this can also hang on the top with these, but having a dedicated Scout Pack. After the lesson I learned in my summer fail, I'm going to have this. And even this, I mean, you know, the more I play with this, man, I mean, I'm kind of playing with this on the video as you're seeing it. And the more I play with it, the more well thought out I really think it is. Here it has more compression straps if you wanted to strap something in there. I tend to carry a poncho with me. I could probably put the poncho in there. You know, it doesn't have the triple box stitching and all of that stuff, but like the Maxpedition. If you did not want to have the waist strap with this, it also doubles. You can pop it off. Just pop that out with the Velcro, and you can just let this ride on the bag, or you can take this and put it on top and make it a shoulder carry bag. So the more I play with it, the more kind of well thought out and impressed I really am with it. Let's take a look inside the Scout Pack, since we haven't seen that yet. It has two pouches on the side with molly webbing. Pretty simple. Okay. It's got a front pouch there with one set of pockets, two sets of pockets. You can see there's a pocket here, and then there's one behind it, and then a fairly decent pocket in the front. And then the one on the top here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it actually has a mesh web divider inside of there. It's very nicely done. The zippers, they call them self-healing zippers. They're not Y2K zippers, so take that for what it's worth. They seem to be pretty good quality. I don't think I have any complaints with them. That's it, guys. It's got more compression straps on the bottom. I mean, they put some thought into it for sure, and especially for the price. I just don't know how you go wrong with it. Veni Vidi Vici 3V. There's their logo. It's got a nice fold over handle that's been nicely stitched, much like the Maxpedition. But look, here's an important difference. Look at that X and box stitching here, and I don't know if you can see this one, but look, it's just, I mean, it's thickly stitched, but it's definitely not the same quality as all of this box stitching. So I'm gonna run it though. I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's worth it. 3,000 cubic inches is quite appealing to me. I'm gonna move these down low and maybe put a water bottle holder on it, and we'll give it a go. So be on the lookout for my next overnighter video where I test my get home bag. Remember, if you have one of these and all you're doing is throwing it in the back of your truck and you know, hoping that you know how to use everything in it, I think you're going to be sadly mistaken. So I learned a lot of lessons. I have a winter overnighter video and I have a summer overnighter video. Summer sucks. So make sure you test whatever you have in these bags. Take them out in the woods and put this stuff to use. You'll find out what you need, what you don't need, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Hit subscribe if you like what you saw. Lots more coming. We'll see you on the next one.